Welcome back to the Trinity College Football Coaches Show. I'm Henry Lucey alongside head coach Jeff Devanney as we recap Trinity's 27-7 loss against Middlebury on Saturday. Now, Coach, this is obviously the first loss in 53 games at Jesse Miller Field. What were the emotions after the game?
Yeah, it's tough. It's like you got punched in the stomach or something. You feel sick to your stomach, and just something we're not used to around here. And like my 13-year-old daughter came up to me after the game. She'd never seen us lose at home, so it was tough for that first 24 hours. I think it's one of those things where you just like when we win, we always talk about celebrate for 24 hours and you got to get back to work. That's kind of how we felt. You feel sick to your stomach for 24 hours, but now we're watching Amherst film and we got to get back to work.
Now, even though you're preparing for Amherst, just looking back on the streak, what were some of your favorite memories from those 53 games?
I think my favorite memories are the guys that were involved in it. So many great people were involved in it. And obviously there was the 4 overtime game against Williams. There were the times that we recovered onside kicks and scored with 2 minutes left. There was the Tufts game where we drove down the field to score and put it in overtime and win the game. There were a lot of, just how the heck did we win that game moments. And I think, when the season ends, we'll probably reflect back on some of those things a little bit more because it is a special thing for the college, I think, and for all the people that were involved in it.
Mm-hmm. Now, Middlebury had a lot of success through the air yesterday. Their 4 touchdowns were all on passes, obviously, 3 of which were over 25 yards. And you talked about how their quarterback played, but what do you think made them so successful through the air?
Well, I think first of all, their quarterback played really well. He played as well as I've seen him play, and he made some throws under pressure, and he made some throws that were really in a spot that couldn't be defended in a sense. But 3 of those touchdowns were frustrating because we were playing a coverage where we were actually double teaming the receiver that caught the ball. We just didn't happen to make the plays, and that was frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Now, Middlebury did a great job of holding you guys to very few explosive plays besides, a 33-yard touchdown to Nick Gaynor on a seemingly broken play. What made them so effective in preventing you guys like that?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. They have very good players on defense. Their 2 inside linebackers are really good players. They've got a couple guys in the secondary that are outstanding players, kind of all-league type players. And then we didn't execute in the pass game very well. I mean, you watched the film, we had some receivers wide open that we didn't hit, and we need to make those plays. And, because if you watch, they were, when we were in 2-back sets, they had 9 guys in the box. And when we were in 3 receiver sets, they had 8 guys in the box. And you have to, if a team's going to do that to you, you've got to be able to execute on the passing game, and we weren't able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Now, looking forward next week, you guys take on an Amherst team that's undefeated. How do you get the team, back on track and into a kind of a one-game season mode almost?
Well, I think this is, I talked to the players about this after the game. We can't let this loss define us. We've got to see how we respond to that loss, and that should be how we want to be defined. And we have a great opportunity because we can still win the championship, number one. We have a great opportunity because we have an undefeated team coming into the coop, where we can bounce back and show what we're made of. And I think we've got to rise to the occasion.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Coach. We look forward to recapping with you next week.
Sure. Thanks a lot, guys.